Uh, Good afternoon, good evening, everyone. So today we start the rest part of Newton's law of motion. So we start with the first thing, that is what is force. Okay, what is force? How you define force? Force can be defined as an agency, push or pull. Force may be defined as an agency, push or pull, which change or tends to change the state of rest or uniform motion or the direction of motion of a body. That means force is a uh, agency due to which if an object is at rest, it will be in motion. If an object is in motion, it will be in rest, or it can change its direction. What do you mean by it can change its direction? Suppose the particle is moving in this direction, I can change the direction by using some force. Or if the object is at rest, I can make it motion. If the object is at motion, I can make it rest. That is called force. Now, the next term is inertia. What is inertia? The inherent property of a material, the inherent property of a material body, by virtue of which it cannot change by itself. It cannot change by itself its state of rest or uniform motion, its state of rest or uniform motion in a straight line. That means if an object is at rest, it will be at rest. If an object is at motion, it will be at motion. ये खुद ब खुद आपस से खुद ब खुद ये मोशन में या रेस्ट में नहीं हो सकता है. You understand what I want to say? If an object is at rest, it is at rest. If an object is at motion, it is at motion. ये खुद ब खुद अपना जो स्टेट है उसको चेंज नहीं कर सकता है. दैट इज कॉल्ड द इनर्शिया. एवरीवन, इज इट ओके?
Yes, sir.
So basically inertia is three types. One is called inertia of rest. Number two, inertia of motion. Number three, inertia of direction. So I think you can understand what do you mean by inertia of rest. If an object is at rest, it will try to be in rest. This is called the inertia of rest. If an object is in motion, it is in motion. That is called inertia of motion. And inertia of direction, if an object moving in a particular direction, it even not change its direction. If you want to change its direction, you need an extra force. So force is the cause due to which inertia can change from one form to another form. Yes or no? Yes or no? Force is the cause due to which inertia can change, means rest to motion, motion to rest, or if you are in a particular direction, you can change the direction due to that inertia. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
After this, if you understand that part, what do you mean by inertia? Next, very important part is momentum. P, that means mass into velocity. What do you mean by momentum? Momentum is the effect of a motion. Why it is the effect of a motion? ऐसा हो सकता है if the mass is very less but the speed is very high, so it does not affect that much. ऐसा हो सकता है कि mass is very high but the speed is very less, then also the effect is not very high. But mass is also high and speed is also very high, it will affect very large. So overall ये कितना effect पड़ेगा, it not only depend on one, it depend on both. समझ में आया? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Like if you imagine sunlight, yeah, optics ray, the speed is very large. See, the speed is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second, but the mass is how much? Mass is tends to 0. So small mass that even you are not able to calculate. That's why its effect is not that much. Suppose the mass of light is even 1 milligram. Suppose the mass of light is 1 milligram, then we are not able to walk in presence of sunlight. So getting my point? तुम अगर सन का मास, अगर लाइट का रे का मास अगर इतना होता, तो हम लोग सन के रेस्पेक्ट में, सन के लाइट के अंदर मूव भी नहीं कर सकता था. ओके, नाउ so momentum is the effect of motion. It depends on mass and velocity, that is the quantity of motion. So if we represented P is the momentum and V is the speed, we can say if we increase the velocity, momentum increasing, with the condition my mass is remain constant. If my mass is increasing, then also momentum increasing if my velocities remain constant, and mass and velocity are inversely proportional if my momentum is remain constant. Yes or no? Yes or no? Understand?
Yes sir.
अच्छा, इसके बाद देखो, इसके बाद देखो, काइनेटिक एनर्जी is half mv square.
এক্সকিউজ মি স্যার, স্লাইডটা একটু উপরে করবে, আমি না ওটা
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ,
গ্রাফগুলো
সৌমাল্য, বুঝছে?
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
So we know kinetic energy is mass into velocity. So we can multiply it by mass, we can divide by mass. So what happens? M square B square by 2m, which is P square by 2m. Can we write? So the relation between P square equals to 2 mass kinetic energy. So momentum is equals to 2 mass into kinetic energy. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
No?
Slide show.
হ্যাঁ, ঠিক আছে। अब देखो, हाँ, कि this one is momentum. Suppose this is the kinetic energy. So देखो, when we try to correlate two physical quantities, that means we try to keep the third one is constant. So that means here we can say P is directly proportional to root under kinetic energy and keeping M constant. So if these things happen, so graph kaisa hua? Y equals to root under x. So y equals to root under x means the graph is like this. Second one, P versus mass. So P is directly proportional to root under mass. We can say kinetic energy is constant. So how the graph is look like same. Third one, if we want to write mass into kinetic energy is constant. Why? If we suppose if P equals to constant. Understand? If P is the constant, that these two product are constant. Na? If my P is constant, that means the product of these two is constant. So kinetic energy is inversely proportional to mass. Yes or no? So when the kinetic energy and mass are inversely proportional, then how it look like? It look like a inverse proportional. Okay. P remain constant. Okay,
Yes, sir.
everyone got it? Hello.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
अब देखो इसके ऊपर एक बड़ा सुंदर सा क्वेश्चन है एंड आई डोंट नो हाउ मेनी टाइम्स दिस क्वेश्चन आस्क्ड इन एंट्रेंस एग्जाम में, जिसको कहता है अनगिनत अनगिनत times in different entrance exam they ask this type of question. What is the question? Question is that calculate percentage change in kinetic energy of a body if its momentum is increased by 50%. So see, it's a very simple thing कि we have to correlate kinetic energy and momentum. Yes or no?
Yes,
or
sir.
no? And they not give any information about the mass. That means mass is constant.
Yes, sir.
So we can say, can we say that?
Yes.
Can we say that?
Yes, sir.
Now
Yes.
anyone tell me, if my momentum 50% increase, if my initial momentum is P, after increasing 50%, what is the momentum? If P is my initial momentum, after increasing 50%, what is my momentum? Bolo? बोलो बोलो। अच्छा पी का 50% कितना होता है? Anyone please tell me पी का 50% हाँ कितना? How much? पी का 50% होता है हाफ ऑफ पी, राइट? ये सर नो? अरे कुछ हाँ ना बोलो ना, ये सर नो?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
हाँ, पी का 50% होता है 1/2p. एंड व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय इंक्रीज? पी तो था ही, अब हाफ पी एक्स्ट्रा हुआ, ये सर नो?
Yes, sir.
So if the 50% increase, after increasing 50%, it is 1.5p or 3/2p. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So we know this relation, p square is directly proportional to kinetic energy. Kinetic energy final by kinetic energy initial. Momentum final by momentum initial to the power square. That is 1.5p by p whole square. That is 1.5 square. That is 2.25. So kinetic energy final, that is 2.25 kinetic energy initial. Yes or no? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So how you calculate the percentage? The rule to find out the percentage is anything kinetic energy final, kinetic energy initial by initial into 100. This is the rule to find out the percentage. Na? Change by fraction by and a change by original, that is called the fraction into 100. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So what is my final kinetic energy? 2.25 initial minus kinetic energy initial by kinetic energy initial into 100%, that is 1.25 into 100%, that is 125%, right? Got it, everyone? So this type of question is very, very important. Star marks question. Clear? Okay, everyone?
Yes, sir.
After that, लिख भी तो लिखे ना. After that, next is one by one. I want to explain, and as I give you the note, I don't want to write all the definitions. I just say it, and then I'm send you the note also, huh? First law, Newton's first law. I think all of you know the first law. What is the first law? Every body continues in its state of rest or uniform motion. That means which is the inertia. And if an object is at rest, it is at rest. If an object is at motion, it is in motion in a straight line, unless it is compelled by some external force to change the state. That means inertia को change करने के लिए we need force. Understand? Okay. Every body continue in its state of rest or motion, uniform motion in a straight line, unless it is compelled by some external force to change its state. माने inertia कहता है अगर object rest में है, object rest में रहेगा, object motion में है तो motion में रहेगा. This is the property of a material. अब इस property को अगर हम change करना चाहते हैं कि if I want to rest become motion or motion become rest, we क्या करेंगे? We have to apply a external agency as a force, जिसके कारण वो उसको हम एक स्टेट से दूसरे स्टेट में ले जा सकते हैं. That one state to another state is not from UP to BR. That one state to another state is rest to motion, motion to rest, or change the direction. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
तो न्यूटन्स फर्स्ट लॉ क्या कहता है? न्यूटन्स फर्स्ट लॉ कहता है अबाउट फोर्स, राइट? कि अगर मैं फोर्स लगाऊं तो मेरा क्या होगा? स्टेट चेंज होगा. अबाउट फोर्स, और इससे क्या होगा? चेंज इन स्टेट, है ना? यस और नो?
Yes, sir.
सेकेंड लॉ क्या कहता है? सेकेंड लॉ क्या कहता है? सेकेंड लॉ कहता है कि हम ये फोर्स जेनरेट कैसे करेंगे, इस फोर्स का वैल्यू क्या होगा. तो द रेट ऑफ चेंज ऑफ लीनियर मोमेंटम ऑफ अ बॉडी इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू द अप्लाइड फोर्स. मतलब फोर्स जो जनरेट होगा दैट इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू द रेट ऑफ चेंज ऑफ मोमेंटम, और we can say some constant into dp by dt, and we find this value practically. The value of the constant is 1. So this is dp by dt. और इसको अगर और भी अच्छा से लिखना चाहते हो, if you want to explain it much better form mathematically, that is limit del t tends to 0, del p by del t, that is dp by dt. Now you all know differentiation of momentum with respect to time is force. You know this very well. So dp by dt. अब इसी को देखो, इसको फोर्स क्यों बोला जाता है? आई जस्ट वांट टू शो यू जस्ट नाउ. बाद में इसको और अच्छा से एक्सप्लेन करेंगे कि ये जो m भी है, that is mass into velocity by time. I can take mass common, dv by dt. velocity with respect to time क्या होता है? एक्सीलरेशन. समझ में आया? yes or no?
Sir,
हाँ,
স্যার বলছি স্যার এই ইকুয়েশনটা যদি মাস কনস্ট্যান্ট না থাকে তাহলে তো ভ্যালিড হবে না না?
না না, তাহলেও ভ্যালিড হবে, সেটা আমি পরে আসছি। আমি সেটা নিউটন সেকেন্ড লতে সেটা বলেনি, সেটা আলাদা করে আমাদেরকে দেখাতে হবে। বাট দিস ইজ নট নিউটন সেকেন্ড ল, সেটা মেবি অন্য কিছু, বাট নট সেকেন্ড নিউটন সেকেন্ড ল। আমি যখন বলবো আয়নস ল, তাহলে আয়ন কি বলেছিল সেটা আমাকে বলতে হবে, আমি কি বলেছিলাম ডাজন্ট ম্যাটার। ক্লিয়ার?
স্যার
ওটা পরে করছি আমি, ওটা আমি আসছি, আমি জানি যে ওইটা আসছি, বাট আগে আমি নিউটনস লটা এক্সপ্লেন করিনি, তারপর আমি ওখানে আসছি। ক্লিয়ার? ওকে,
ওকে স্যার।
so dekho, I am explaining here two things. Okay, if you see it properly, my second law, if they ask you second law, my second law is only up to that much. Ki the rate of change of momentum is the Newton's, and rate of change of momentum is the directly proportional to force. So force is equals to dp by dt. Yes or no? Yes or no? And if you see this part, that is the derivation of Newton's second law. Second law. So derivation of Newton's second law क्या है देखो, क्या क्या हाँ, ये जो है derivation of Newton's second law कि we know that rate of change of momentum F equals to dp by dt, that is mv. We can take mass common, dv by dt, that is mass into force equals to mass into acceleration na? So from Newton's second law we can derive the magnitude of the force. Yes or no? Huh?
Yes,
From
sir.
the Newton's second law we can derive the magnitude of the force. Huh? It's not derivation of Newton's second law, but from Newton's second law we can derive the magnitude of the force. Yes or no? Everyone satisfied? Huh?
Yes sir.
But
Yes sir.
but इसका ये मतलब नहीं है कि force is only mass into acceleration. So now I'm trying to explain this again. Okay, but now I'm again try to explain it. लेकिन अगर न्यूटन सेकेंड लॉ से बोलेगा तो सिर्फ इतना करना, ठीक है? क्योंकि अदरवाइज क्या होता क्या है, देखो मैं बता रहा हूं कि derivation of force from Newton's second law हो क्या रहा है एक्चुअली देखो, I just want to show you, and this is very very important कि we know force is equals to the rate of change of momentum. We know this, yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes sir.
और आज यहाँ पे हम लोग दो चीज सीखेंगे, दो नया डिफरेंशिएशन सीखेंगे. मे बी यू नो दैट. पहला वाला है, अगर y is equals to u into v, u and v both are variable, two different variables, one is u, another one is v, and both is variable, how you differentiate this? So the process is that dy by dx, that is you can keep u constant, you can differentiate v, you can keep v constant, you can differentiate u. Here this is the one way differentiation, and this is called the multiplication form. माने एक को कांस्टेंट करके दूसरे को डिफरेंशिएट करना है. मैंने u को कांस्टेंट किया, v को डिफरेंशिएट किया, v को कांस्टेंट किया, u को डिफरेंशिएट किया. क्लियर?
Yes sir.
दूसरा वाला जो है y is equals to u by v, इसको डिफरेंशिएट करने का क्या तरीका है? dy by dx dy by dx, that is v square v du by dx as we differentiate with respect to x, minus keeping u constant, we can differentiate v. Okay, so these are the formula. One is called the multiplication form, another one is the division form. In division, what we can do, v square keeping v constant, differentiate u, minus keeping u constant, differentiate v. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now look at this one. Here we can write mass into velocity by time. अभी just थोड़ा देर पहले मुझे आयन ने बोला कि sir, why we take m constant? M can also be variable ना? So yes, m can also be variable. But न्यूटन ने जो लॉ दिया था वहां पे m is constant. Okay, understand? इसलिए मैंने न्यूटन वाला का अलग से कर दिया है, न्यूटन वाला का मैंने अलग से कर दिया है. अब जनरलाइज फॉर्म में, क्योंकि देखो एग्जाम वाला बहुत खच्चर होता है, एग्जाम वाला कभी नहीं बोलेगा न्यूटन लॉ. एग्जाम वाला जो एंट्रेंस का एग्जाम देगा, दे गिव यू डायरेक्टली, ठीक है, पर तुम्हारा बुक में तो सिर्फ न्यूटन वाला है, तो देन यू आर कंफ्यूज. दैट्स व्हाई एंट्रेंस इज अ लिटिल बिट डिफरेंट, मतलब उसमें थोड़ा डिफरेंट ट्रैक का भी सोचना पड़ेगा. सो हाउ कैन वी डिफरेंशिएट दिस? Force is, we can keeping m constant, we can differentiate v, we can keeping v constant, we can differentiate m. Yes or no? See, अभी मैंने थोड़ा देर पहले दिखाया, देखो u by v. Yes or no? Keeping u constant, keeping
Yes.
u constant, we differentiate v, keeping v constant, we differentiate u, keeping m constant, we differentiate v, keeping v constant, we differentiate m. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now I can use case one. क्या है? If my mass is constant, I know the differentiation of constant is 0. So I can write force is equals to force is equals to m dv by dt plus this dm by dt is 0. So whole thing is 0. That is mass into acceleration. Yes or no? So that is force which is given by Newton. Yes or no? Newton's second law, right?
Yes, sir.
But आज का डेट में न्यूटन के समय डिफरेंशिएशन जस्ट इंट्रोडक्शन इंट्रोड्यूस हुआ था. न्यूटन डिफरेंशिएशन का इतना वैरायटीज नहीं था. ओके, लाइक आइंस्टाइन के समय इंटीग्रेशन का इंट्रोडक्शन हुआ था और न्यूटन के समय जस्ट डिफरेंशिएशन का इंट्रोडक्शन हुआ था. तो डिफरेंशिएशन का इतना वैरायटी नहीं था, ठीक है. बट अभी तो तुम लोगों के पास दोनों है, दोनों का ही वैरायटी है, वैरायटी है. सो नाउ we can say velocity is constant if sometime these things happen. Ki velocity is constant, so velocity with respect to time is 0. Yes or no? That also possible. Like we can see in our daily life, like rocket propulsion, yeah, ejection of water from a pipe. In this case, maybe the water is coming out with the same velocity and rate of change of water is changing. Yes or no? So if somehow my velocity is constant, so the differentiation of velocity is 0, in that case my mass is force is, that one is 0 plus v into dm by dt. Yes or no? So I can generate force keeping constant velocity also, with the condition, not always, with the condition if my mass is variable with respect to time. Clear?
Yes.
Clear? आयन तोर आंसर পেলি তো?
हाँ sir.
হ্যাঁ, এই জন্য একটু ওয়েট করতে হয় আর কি, ঠিক আছে? So now I want to show you a beautiful question, lovely question from that part. Acha, before that, what is Newton's third law? To every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. तुम लोग को न्यूटन्स थर्ड लॉ एक्शन रिएक्शन मैंने बहुत सारा बताया है. इवन दैट क्या कहते हैं उसको, कंजर्वेशन ऑफ तुम्हारा न्यूटन्स फ्री बॉडी डायग्राम एंड ऑल दिस. और इसका प्रूफ भी हम लोग बाद में करेंगे, ठीक है। नाउ आई जस्ट वांट टू शो यू अ न्यूमेरिकल. द क्वेश्चन इज दैट, क्या बोला है, a block of metal weight, a block of metal weight 2 kg. A block of metal weight 2 kg is resting on a frictionless plane. It is stuck by a jet releasing water. It is stuck by a jet releasing water. Stuck by a jet releasing water. यहाँ से क्या आ रहा है, water आ रहा है. Okay, it's stuck by a jet releasing water at a rate of dm by dt at a rate of 1 kg per second. Okay, at a rate of 1 kg per second at a speed of 5 meter per second. At a speed of 5 meter per second. Calculate the initial acceleration of the block. Due to that ki jet releasing water is a strike with that block, so that block is moving with some acceleration, so you have to find out that acceleration. You understand the question? तुम लोग जेट रिलीजिंग वाटर देखा होगा, 4 व्हीलर को धोते हो जब, या गाड़ी को धोते हो, मानो कोई पत्ता है या कोई कीचड़ लगा है, when you throw that jet releasing water, when you target on that particular object, क्या करते हो, उसको एकदम कूद जाता है, yes or no? कभी कभी जो जैसे ये जो फायर ब्रिगेड का जो है ना, उसका जो पानी जो निकलता है ना, माने उसका इतना फोर्स होता है, इतना जेट रिलीजिंग, इतना स्पीड से निकलता है और इतना ज्यादा निकलता है, तुम अगर सोचोगे कि तुम उसके सामने में खड़ा होगे तो तुमको उठा के लेके वो तीन तल्ला बिल्डिंग में फेंक देगा, समझा? ओके, so how you calculate this? Very simple. We can use this formula. Force, that is velocity, dm by dt. So what is my velocity? 5. What is my dm by dt? 1. That is 5 Newton. That is equals to mass into acceleration. My mass is 2 kg into acceleration. So acceleration is 5 by 2. That is 2.5 meter per second square. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Everyone got it?
Yes, sir.
After that, if you understand first law, if you understand second law, if you understand third law, my next topic is very, very important. My next topic, very, very important. The topic is impulse, which is represented by the symbol J. What is impulse? What is impulse? A large force acting for a short time to produce a finite change in momentum is called impulse. A large force acting for a short time to produce a finite change in momentum is called impulse. I just give you an example. The best example is Shoaib Akhtar ball कर रहा है towards the middle stump, ठीक है? The speed of the ball is almost 155 km/h. सहवाग ने बल्ला लिया और ऐसे करके कट करके स्क्वायर कट मारा, ऐसे उठा के, और वो बॉल किधर चला गया, ओवर बाउंड्री. तो ये जो बैट्समैन जो बैट को ऐसे करके टक करके मारा ना, तो एक ह्यूज फोर्स लगाया फॉर अ वेरी शॉर्ट इंटरवल ऑफ टाइम. इससे क्या हुआ, ये जो मेरा गोला था जो कि इधर आ रहा था, मास इनटू वेलोसिटी, इस बैट में लगते ही ये किधर चला गया, इधर चला गया. समझ में आया? सो इट विल चेंज इट्स डायरेक्शन. यस और नो?
Yes, sir.
सो इसी को बोला जाता है इम्पल्स. दैट मीन्स इम्पल्स का मतलब है फोर्स इनटू टाइम which is equals to change in momentum. That means final momentum minus initial. और ये जो टाइम का डिफरेंस है, ये t1 and t2 भी लिखा जाता है. तो if I want to show you this one in terms of force and time, it is not necessary that the graph is constant, that can be variable, means force can be constant, force can be variable. So if I show it by the variable term, मेरे पास different two time है, suppose T1 and T2. So what do you mean by force into time? Area. So this impulse is the area under this. Mane, you have to find out this area. That means area under the graph. Okay, everyone?
Yes, sir.
So basically, you can find out or you can solve the impulse question. See, in terms of entrance exam, very important, very important. Impulse के ऊपर तीन तरह का question specially examiner can give you. One is the graphical question, one is the calculus method question, another one is the they give you some value of impulse, they give you some change in momentum. One एक का velocity दिया हुआ है, दूसरा का velocity निकाल सकते हो. If you want, you can elaborate it: mass, velocity final minus velocity initial. Understand?
Yes, sir.
So now I can show you one by one all these numericals. Huh? These are a very important part. So one by one I show you. You just remember, if you want, you just take that one as your reference. You just take this one as your reference. Okay. This is very helpful to solve any numerical related to impulse. Okay. इसी में सब कुछ है, इसी में गंगा है. Okay. Done,
Yes, sir.
everyone?
Sir,
Done?
isn't it you wanted to
Time. ये time difference টা কতক্ষণ থেকে কতক্ষণ?
Oh, अच्छा.
Now I show you all type of question one by one. First, I want to show you graphical question. Then I want to show you calculus question method, and then I show you the normal without these two method how they give you the question. First, my graphical. So in graphical question, one of my favorite graph. So many times I'm giving you the same type of graph, but the data are every time different, right? This is 0, this is 5, 10, 15, and this is 20. Time in second, and this is 50 Newton, and this one is 100 Newton. This is the force and this is the time. Okay. So what is my main aim? What is my main aim? Now the question is that, what is the question? First I'm write the question. Question is that an object of mass, object of mass 2 kg, initial velocity initial 10 meter per second when the time is 0 second. Okay, find the velocity. यहाँ पे velocity माने just the magnitude. हाँ, find the velocity magnitude at the instant when time is 5 seconds and 15 seconds. So when the time is 5 seconds, tab ka velocity, when the time is 15 seconds, tab ka velocity. So I can help you. I show you for the 5 seconds, you try for the 15 seconds. एक मैं कर देता हूँ, एक तुम लोग करोगे, नहीं तो तुम लोग बोलोगे कि सर क्वेश्चन देखे खुद करता नहीं, हम लोगों को करवा के टाइम वेस्ट करवाता है, हम लोगों को तो आता ही नहीं है. I just show you one. So see, just now I show you कि whenever means I think all of you remember when I start kinematics, I told you कि whenever you multiply two physical quantity and you get the third physical quantity, you have to find out the area. Whenever you divide two physical quantity, you have to find out the third physical quantity, find out the slope. Remember, in terms of graphical question, yes or no? And force into time, that means you have to find out the area. Now, here, first, you know the zero, velocity at the zero, and velocity at this one you required. That means you have to find out that area. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
So, first of all, we can easily find out this area. Half 5 into 50, that is 125. Yes or no? Yes or no? That is my impulse, that is force into time. Yes or no? Everyone tell me.
Yes, sir.
Hello. And we can write this impulse. See, I have only one formula, and that is my everything. J, that is force into del T, that is equals to del F into del T, that is equals to del P. I can write that one is equals to del P, that is P final minus P initial. I can take mass common, V final minus V initial, which is mass is 2 kg, velocity at 5 seconds we have to find out, and velocity at 0 second we know. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
What is the velocity at 0 second? See, 10 meter per second. So I can write 2 velocity at 5 second minus 10. Why? Velocity at 0 second, that is 125 by 2. That is 125 by 2 कितना होता है? 62.5. So, so velocity at 5 seconds, that is 62.5 plus 10, that is 72.5 meter per second. Yes or no? Yes or no? Got it, everyone? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Now see, now it's your task start. You can start from 0 and 15, means your 1 is 15, 1 is 0, and you already find out the 5 also. So you can start between this point and this point also, and you can just find out this area. Yes or no? So you can find this area, and final is 15, initial is 5, which you know the value. Try this question, I give you. So we have to find out that area, 5 into 5, that from here to here, the coordinate is this, and for this one, we know half sum of the two sides into separation between them. So this is 250, and this one is 75 into 5, overall 625. So J, that is force into del T, that is 625, that is mass into, I can write directly, velocity at 15 seconds minus velocity at 5 seconds. Why? I am taking between 5 seconds and 15 seconds. So we know the mass is 2 kg, velocity and 15 I don't know, and velocity at 5 seconds we know 72.5. So velocity at 15 minus velocity at 72.5 equals to 625 by 2, that is 312.5. So velocity at 15 seconds is 312.5 plus 72.5, that is 385 meter per second. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So similarly, if you try, I give you that one as your homework. You can try for 10 seconds. You can try for 20 seconds also. ना? हाँ? Time pass के लिए अगर तुम्हें निकाल के दिखना है, you can try this. Next part is after that. The next part is I can show you calculus method. Question. क्या है? A particle of mass, again mass is 2 kg. Okay, moving with initial velocity again given 10 meter per second when the time is 0 second. Okay, find the velocity, obviously magnitude, because direction is not given here. Okay, find the velocity at an instant when time is 10 seconds. Okay, a variable force F is equals to 3t square minus 4t plus 5 Newton acting on the particle. So obviously we use impulse, that is change in momentum, that is integration of f dt t1 to t2, right? So here my force is 3t square minus 4t plus 5 dt. My initial time is how much? 0, and the final time is 10 seconds. Yes or no?
Yes,
So
sir.
here my mass velocity at 10 seconds minus velocity at 0 second. So mass is given 2 kg, velocity at 10 seconds we have to find out. Velocity at 0 second is given 10. Now we have to integrate this t square dt 0 to 10 second minus 4 t dt 0 to 10 second plus 5 dt 0 to 10 second. So 2 velocity at 10 minus 10, which is equals to 3 t cube by 3, 0 to 10 minus 4 t square by 2, 0 to 10 plus 5 t 0 to 10. I can cancel this 3, I can cancel this 2. So what you have, 10 to the power 3 minus 0 minus 2, 10 to the power square minus 0 plus 5, 10 minus 0. So what you have, 1000 minus 200 plus 50. So what you have, 850. Yes or no? So what is the velocity at 10 second? Minus 10, that is 850 by 2, that is 425. Velocity at 10 second is 425 plus 10. Sometimes they can give you 0 also, initial velocity is 0, but that's why I give that value, key, at least you realize the little bit different. Okay, so that is equals to 435 meter per second. Clear?
Yes, sir.
अच्छा. After that, अब देखो, after that the next part is, that is also very, very important, and I show you 2 numerical related to that. Okay, impulse on change in momentum, impulse or change in momentum. As I already mentioned you, impulse or change in momentum. impulse or change in momentum. Okay, so impulse or change in momentum, here I show you two type. My type 1, suppose this is my wall, okay, and this is a particle whose mass is m, moving with velocity v. It's go and collide with this wall and rebounds with the same velocity, mass and velocity. So I can suppose this is my initial, this is my final. Can we suppose that before impact and after impact? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So my impulse, that is, I know change in momentum, that is the final momentum minus initial momentum. And yes, impulse is a vector quantity. So final momentum, this one is my final. Acha, in terms of direction, see, this is the positive y direction, this is the negative y direction, this one is the plus j direction, this one is the minus j direction. We know this from the vector coordinate. So my this one final momentum, what is the direction? Minus I. Minus this one is the initial direction is mv plus I. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So what you have, 2 mv, the direction is minus I. And you can get the magnitude as well as direction. If you want to calculate only the magnitude, sometimes you need the only magnitude. The magnitude is 2 mv. Clear? Okay.
Yes, sir.
I show you type 2. Type 2. So what happened in type 2? You have this wall, but this time, suppose mass m moving with velocity v collide with some angle, and after a rebound, again it moving with some velocity with some angle. So again, I can suppose this is my initial, this is my final. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
And I can suppose this angle is theta. So this is mv cos theta. This one is mv sin theta. Similarly, this angle is theta, that is mv cos theta. This one is mv sin theta. Yes or no? Yes or no? Now see, this one mv sin theta, the direction is downward, right? And this mv sin theta, direction is downward. So actually, no change in momentum. If the no change in momentum, so change in momentum is 0. So we can separate them, x-axis and y-axis. So we can say change in momentum along x-axis. So I can write this change in momentum, x represent, I'm taking the x-axis. Okay. So final change in final momentum along the x-axis minus initial momentum along the x-axis. This one is my final. What is the direction? Negative y. So I can write mv cos theta, direction is negative y, minus mv cos theta. This one, what is the direction? This direction is positive y, right? So क्या आंसर आया? See, both are additive nature. 2 mv cos theta, direction is minus I. So in terms of magnitude, that is 2 mv cos theta. Now if we want to calculate change in momentum along y-axis, what happened? Change in momentum along the y-axis, that is momentum final along y-axis minus momentum initial along the y-axis. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
This is the final This is the initial. So my final is mv sine theta, direction is minus j, downward, minus mv sine theta, direction is downward. So what is the answer? 0. As this part is 0, if you see in your book even not mention that part. They only say change in momentum. This is the answer. Understand why they say that? Because change in momentum along y-axis is 0. That's why they treat that one as a change in momentum. Okay, clear?
Yes, sir.
Now I just want to show you 2 questions related to that. These are from the NCERT book and from my sheet also. So I mentioned the number, question number. First one is question number 14.
Scroll করো না।
হ্যাঁ,
হ্যাঁ স্যার বুঝেছি।
okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
question number 14. Okay, question number 14, and this is also the NCERT question. Question number 14 from my sheet, हाँ, जो मैं तुम लोगों को कल तक में भेज दूंगा, ठीक है? With the theoretical part also. 2 billiard balls each of mass. 2 billiard balls each of mass. Each of mass 0.05 kg. Okay, moving in opposite direction with the speed 6 meters per second. Collide and rebounds with the same speed. What is the impulse imparted to each ball due to the other? So देखो, you have 2 billiard ball. This is one ball, mass m, moving with velocity v. This is another ball, mass m, moving with velocity. Both are coming and collide and then rebounds. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So this is the one condition, one portion. This is the another portion. This is the first ball. So before and after. For this one also, before and after. So basically what happened? Basically this is the before, this is the after. That's why they write the term each. Why? Because you have 2 billiard ball. So what is the change in momentum for each? Change in momentum. Change in momentum for each ball. हम लोग कौन सा फॉर्मूला लेगा? देखो मेरे पास एकदम सिंपल फॉर्म में I can use the type 1. Yes or no? See, very simple type 1 है ना?
Yes, sir.
ये वाला सिचुएशन देखो और ये वाला सिचुएशन देखो, they are exactly same situation, है ना? देखो same situation. So what I can write? Change in momentum in terms of magnitude 2 mv. See how easy question. Mass is given 2 into 0.05. Velocity is given 6. So what is the value? After calculating, you get 0.60 kg meter per second. Now I want to show you the next question. So if you know the theory, the questions are very simple, very simple. In the South Indian term, very simple. इसको क्या हो गया? Question number 18. Question number 18. See क्या बोला है? A batsman deflect a ball at an angle of 45 degree. So ये ball आया, mass and velocity, and then deflect. Mass into velocity. A batsman deflect a ball at an angle of 45 degree. So the total angle is given 45 degree. Total angle is given how much? 45 degrees. Without changing its initial speed, mane the speed will remain same, with which is equal to 54 kilometer per hour. I can convert it into 54 into 5 by 18. That is how much? 15 meter, na? 15 meter per second. What is the impulse imparted to the ball? Mass of the each ball is 0.15 kg. See, the only difference is that this is theta, this is theta. So 2 theta is 45 degree. Yes or no? According to what I show you. Type 2. See, here you have theta, theta. So here in this question, they give you the total angle is theta, right? So 2 theta is 45 degree.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? So 2 theta is 45 degree. What about the theta? So theta is 22.5 degree. So it is very difficult to find 22.5 degree without that trigonometric table. So examiner can do one thing. They can change the value 45 become 60. Then this is a very simple question. Now the change in momentum, 2 mv cos theta, 2 mass is given 0.15, v is given 15, cos 22.5 degree. So 2 into 0.15 into 15, and from the अरे इसका क्या हो गया? इसका पेन खत्म हो गया क्या? From the trigonometric value, this one is 0.924. So what you have, this is overall after calculating 4.16 kg meter per second. Understand?
Yes, sir.
So that's it for today. I'm stopping the recording. Acha, in the